What's up, everybody? All right. Right off the bat, 9 people hopped on. Awesome. All right.
Hey,
actually, by the way, let's start it off this way. A lot of you guys might not know me, especially on David's YouTube channel. I see we got a couple people on there, so 5 people. So my name is Chris Roeder. I'm David Kosciuszko's Client Success Director. I help out with all the students. I help with the ads. I help with all of that stuff. And here I am tonight helping you guys learn how to generate leads, appraise phones, and sell more devices. Dave, do you want to introduce yourself?
How you doing, guys? Some of you guys know me, some don't. My name is Dave Kosciuszko, and been helping people start and scale an electronics reseller business now for almost 5 years. Been in the business myself now for about 10 years. And I guess tonight, what are we talking about tonight, Chris? We're going to be showing people how to generate leads to get people to want to sell devices.
Yep.
Oh. Cool.
All right. So, yeah, let's do it. Let's hop into it. First of all, though, guys, I want to show you guys some wins that our students have had over the past week. Our students have been absolutely crushing it. We're now at 208 10K superstars. So that's really exciting. It's really exciting to see it. So let me share my screen real quick. I want to share with you guys. Share with you guys the members group here. Just show some wins, you know. So let's go down. Can you see my screen okay, Dave?
Yep.
Perfect. All right. Oh, not cool. All right. It's not scrolling. All right. Well, for some reason this isn't scrolling. I don't know why. Anyway, we've had a lot of wins lately. Really exciting. We've had like what? We still got like 2 more people to interview for the 10K superstar thing too. So, but anyway, guys, tonight we want to share with you guys on how to generate leads for your electronics reselling business. If you haven't started, we're going to share a little bit on that as well. And then what we're going to do is David is actually going to show some listings or him listing stuff. Is that right, Dave? You're actually going to list stuff?
Well, depending on how much time we have, I can do a few listings, and maybe we could split it up. I could do a couple listings, and then we can just maybe talk about like the ads for a little bit or something like that.
Perfect.
What do you think?
Let's see if you guys want to see the items that Dave is listing on his eBay store that he plans on selling, see the profit margins and all of that. Wish you guys want to see more, let us know in the comments. That way, you know, we can see exactly what you guys are looking to learn tonight. And how can we get the cheapest prices on iPhones? We're actually going to show you how to do that tonight using our local marketing strategy.
So actually, yeah.
So let's I guess let's pop right into it.
Yeah, for those that are watching, if you can leave a comment, would you rather see how much we pay for items and what type of stuff that we buy and kind of show how we like buy and sell, or would you like to know just kind of like how to post ads to get people wanting to sell you the devices? What gets you most excited? Give me a comment in the chat, or if you're on YouTube or on Facebook, and let us know. Sorry, Chris, go ahead.
No. Yeah, for sure. Let's see what people want. How to list and appraise stuff, type 2. I know we had a lot of people asking about that this week inside of the Facebook group. By the way, if you're not part of our free Facebook group, Reselling Electronics for Profit, you can find that just by going on Facebook and taking a look here. I'll actually show it to you real quick. For all of you that are on YouTube, So this is our group here. Let me show you guys. Eric, one of our students, says what you guys buy items for. Cool. Okay, I guess people want to see what the appraisals do. So this is Reselling Electronics for Profit. If you guys aren't part of this group, I highly recommend joining it. So yeah, there's that. What, Dave?
Why don't I go ahead and share my screen and we'll
Curious
just kind of roll with it from there. How's that?
Yep, go for it.
Let me go ahead and do that.
Sounds good.
Okay, so I've got a few listings to do here if you guys are interested. I did a bag of phones yesterday, but I got a few things here like laptops and I think like a tablet or an iPad here that I haven't listed yet. So we can actually go through some of that stuff if you'd like, but here's some stuff that I listed yesterday and I'll just show you like what I paid for it and what it sold. These are things that just sold today. We haven't shipped them out yet except for this one right here. This is a JBL Charge 4. It's like a Bluetooth wireless speaker. I bought this one myself, I believe. That one, we paid $20 for it, and we sold that for $80. Okay. This phone, we made a mistake on and paid too much. We paid $180 for that and $220. That's a very bad example, so you don't want to pay those prices. This one right here, we bought this for $80. This is an iPhone X with a cracked LCD. So it was actually damaged and the screen didn't work, like it had black spots, and we sold that for $229.95. And the thing about that is we sold that as is. So this, we didn't like fix this or do anything to it. We just bought it cracked and damaged for $80, and then we sold it for $230, and that's $120 profit. As you can see, there's damage, there's like a line going through the screen there, and that was sold just as is. So one of the great things about the model that we teach, I can share that with you guys tonight, is that we don't alter any of the items that we buy to resell. We just buy as is and we sell as is. So you don't have to learn how to do repairs or be like a technical wizard on any of this stuff. Here's an iPhone 12 Pro. We bought this for $515, and this just sold again. This was yesterday, sold for $900. So even after eBay fees, which is about 13%, we're going to make about $300 profit on that. Again, another item that just sold. This is a Nikon camera. We bought that for $180. That sold for $399.95. So another good buy. That's about $180 profit after eBay fees and shipping. Okay. And we got a good variety of items here. As you can see, there's some phones, MacBook. There's a camera here. We bought that for another camera, $140. We sold that for $260. Not as big profit as the other one. About $100, about $95 profit after eBay fees on that. This is one that we got a return on it, but we ended up reselling. Still ended up making a profit on it though, because we bought it for $265. Even though it didn't turn out to be a huge profit, but that was a return, so we just resold it. Here's another camera. We actually do pretty well with cameras, as you can see. This one we bought for $80, sold that for $170. Okay, so I actually have a few items here if you want to actually see how I price out the listings. What I do is I have an eBay lister, and she takes all the pictures for me. Just because we sell a lot. Typically, we're doing over $30,000 a month in sales, so it helps me to have an eBay lister. So this one right here is a Sony PS Vita. It's a game console. I actually paid $10 for this. I don't know if you can see my screen at all, or me, or if you can just see the screen. I'm trying to show the camera the bill of sale with the $10 on it. Of course, you can't see me at all, right?
No, here, I'll add you to the stream.
Go ahead
and show it now.
That'd be good. That way I can show kind of the items that I'm shipping or selling. Yeah, if you can add my video to it, it would help. But if not, that's okay. We'll just keep rolling. Okay, so it's a PS Vita. This is a PCH1001 is the model. I'm going to go ahead and copy that. So here's how we figure out what we're going to buy the items for. So we're going to go to eBay, okay, and we're going to type in the item that we're looking to appraise. This is called an appraisal. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and just hit search. Now what I do is I look at the sold listings. So we're going to go down here and we're going to check off on the left. We're going to make sure that we only look at the sold listings. We don't want to look at those other ones that are in black because that means they could just be listed for any price, but we don't know what people are actually going to pay. So these are actually bought and paid for here. And we got one for 132. Now we got one for 225. Now that one has 3 games with it though. So I don't want to use that because it's got games. Wow, look at this one. This Assassin's Creed PS Vita is worth $400. It's very interesting. Some of these older ones with certain games become like collector's items. Just a little side note. Anyways, this one sold for $133 here. This doesn't have any games, so it seems about with no games, it's selling for about $130 to $140. Okay, so I actually paid $10 for this, believe it or not. That's a little bit low. Normally, we would pay about $30 to $40 for something that sells for about $140. I think I got this on an upsell. I think a guy sold me some phones, and he was like, "Hey, you want this PS Vita?" And then I ended up buying it, and was a spur of the moment thing. Which you know, if you are doing this business, upselling is a great way to increase the amount of items that you get from customers. Getting back to the basics, it looks like this is going to sell for about $140 with no games. So in the listing, I've got here, we've got the title, we've got the pictures in. There you can see it. And unfortunately, it looks like the charger doesn't work with this. I'm actually going to have to go back and edit that listing because I think there was a mistake made on this. So normally I would be listing this for $140, but I got to kind of figure out why my eBay lister said this, that the part of the charger is missing. So I'll have to look into that. So let's do a different one for now. Okay. So let me just check really quick. Does anybody have any questions or anything as I'm going through this? Any comments going on, Chris?
Somebody asked about retail arbitrage on eBay.
No, I don't do retail arbitrage. So we just post ads. So we post ads like this. Let me just show you this really quick. We run paid Facebook ads, and the ads just say we pay cash for phones. Okay. So like, for example, here are all messages of people trying to sell me a phone today. Okay. And what we do is we just make an offer. We do an appraisal just like I showed you. We find out what it's going to sell for on eBay, and then we make an offer to them. And then if they accept the offer, then they come to meet us, and we give them cash for their item. So we're buying locally by placing ads. And the reason why we do it like this is it's kind of more like we get more like pawn shop customers. Okay, here, matter of fact, here's what the ad looks like that we run. So these are the type of people that they're not going to like sell it on eBay themselves. So they're not going to they don't know how to sell on Marketplace and offer up and stuff. They just want fast cash. So that's why we're able to get these deals from them where we're going to buy it for like $90 and sell it for $200, or like, oh, I got this PS Vita for $10 and it sells for $140. So they see our ad and then they message us on Facebook. They click this little button that says send message. And then that's how we get all these messages right here. Okay, so that's how I'm able to get all these items that you see that I've got listed. Is those are all people, they just responded to the ad, and we close the deal. And then now we're selling them on eBay. Let's see. Someone said, what percentage of items sell price will you pay the buyer? That's a great question. So we have like a price offering percentage guide for our students where we actually show them how much to pay for each item. But to give you a guideline, for example, an item that's going to sell for about $100, I usually pay about $30. If it's going to sell for about $200, I'll pay about $90 to $100 on that. If it sells for about 300, I'll pay about 160 to 180. So you can kind of use that as a rough guideline for right now if you're trying to just learn the business on your own. Anything 500, I usually pay about 330 to 350 max. We're looking to make $75 to $150 profit per item. Okay, so every item I want to make 75 to 150. Let's go do another one. I got to do another listing anyway, so I got a MacBook here. Here, let me stop sharing for a second just so I can show you what it looks like. Looks like the battery doesn't work on it, and there's some kind of problem. So let's see. These are, let me pick a newer one because some of these are just old listings that I haven't gotten a listing. We bought them like 2 months ago, so I'm going to try to pick something a little newer. I got one here. So here's a MacBook. We paid $120 for this. It's a MacBook Pro 2017. It's got a cracked LCD. I don't know if you can see that. Paid $120 for it.
All right, best one.
So me and Chris love broken MacBooks because we make lots of profit on those, and I'll show you why. Okay, so for those that have been in this business for a while, you might enjoy this. I'm going to show you like what we would do when we buy a MacBook. And is it showing my screen? We're going to go to what's called everymac.com. Or we could just Google every Mac serial lookup. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to type in the serial number of this MacBook. Okay. So when someone asks to sell me a MacBook, I just ask them for the serial number. And then I go to this page here called Every Mac Serial Lookup. And this is something that we teach our students what to do on this. HB22, okay? And then I'm going to go to Lookup. Check this little box here. Okay, and this is pretty cool because it gives me all the info on this MacBook. Now, the only thing I'm going to need is this right here. This model number highlighted in blue is the only thing I need. I don't want any of this, and I don't want this model number. This model number here is no good. We never want to use that to do our appraisals because it's not accurate. We only want the one that begins with an M. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to go right to eBay, and I'm going to paste that in the eBay search bar. Now, this is going to give me the exact specs and model of that MacBook, and it's going to show me what they're selling for. So we've got one here that sold for $532. This one sold for $437. This one sold for $522. So in good condition, it looks like it's selling for about $520, roughly around there. Now this one has a crack in the screen. So let's see if we can find one that sold that's cracked. Okay, this one sold. This one's really busted up, and that sold for $210, $12 in shipping. This one sold for $255. This one sold for $222.
$220, $230 is what it'll sell for.
We probably should have paid a little less for this, to be honest. We should have probably bought this for $90. I think we paid too much for this, but it's still not bad. I mean, we paid $120. And I'm going to sell it for, let me go find which one this is, 2017. Looks like this one right here in the drafts. And nope, that's a different one. That was the other MacBook. This one right here, cracked LCD. It's this one.
Yeah, I don't know how this is.
What's that? Oh, actually, this is just a tiny little black spot. That's not terrible.
Probably something around.
I think I'll be able to get $250.
I'd list it for about $250. Yeah,
I'm gonna try listing it at $249.95. Chris, what were you saying?
No, I was just saying I'd list it for $250 too.
Yeah. And then I'll just drop it $10 a day until it sells. Now, by the way, whenever I sell something on eBay, I always require immediate payment. That way, they have to pay for the item if they're going to buy it, and I don't have to worry about like unpaid item cases. So that's a little trick that has helped me. And I just do buy it now only. And if it doesn't sell within a day, then I drop it $10 a day until it sells. And that's how I do my eBay listings. If we got any comments there. Omar says, cool, David. What's the difference between MAP and MSRP? Is that on this right here? What you're talking about? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Omar, the MAP and MSRP.
All we really do, I'm not sure what we do. We try to keep this business simple, right? Buy items locally, sell items online. That's what we do. So, and it works.
So this one's listed now, and I've got a bag here, but I don't know if we're going to have time for me to go through a bunch of the listings right now. Chris, I don't know did you want to go through any of the ad stuff, or are we pretty much out of time?
We're pretty much out of time at this point.
Okay.
But everybody wanted to see the list stuff anyway.
Cool. All
right.
If anybody has questions on that, I'm happy to answer, or I guess we can go ahead, Chris.
All right, guys. Well, if you guys want to work directly with me and Dave and join the electronics reseller program, make sure you type apply in the comments below. We'll reach out to you, see what we can do to help you. If you, if we think we can help you, we'll invite you to join our program and work directly with us. So, yeah, type apply below, and we'll see you guys next week. See you later, guys.